The man he beat for the gold, Gilbert Melendez. Gilbert Melendez has waited a year and a half to face the man who dethroned him, former training partner Josh Thomson. Will El Nino storm his way back to the top of the 155-pound mountain, or will he once again get punked? We're about to find out.
I think MMA is just something that's been grown into me. I was kind of always fighting, and and when I came home, Dad didn't really tolerate me saying no, I didn't want to fight. It was you have to stand up for yourself. I started off wrestling, got a small scholarship to go to SF State. I stumbled upon Jake Shields out there, opened my eyes to MMA. So I thought I was a tough guy, so I challenged him. I was like, well, let's do it then, and he ended up beating me up pretty bad. It's not always just about being a fighter. It's about using your head. I've lost twice, and both guys that fought me, they fought to win, and I didn't fight to fight. I believe Josh ran for me. I take it one round at a time. If I want to wrestle, I'm going to wrestle. If I want to stand, I'm going to stand. I'm going to keep the fight wherever I want. That's my goal every fight. I want them never to want to fight me again. He can't just rush at me, because I'll have something for him waiting, and when he goes to counter back, I'll be gone. I want to beat him, He took something away from me, and I want it back. I've built my reputation. People know that when I come to fight, I'm going to fight.
Making his way to the cage, one of MMA's top world lightweights from San Francisco by way of Santa Ana, California, Gilbert El Nino Melendez.
After their rematch was postponed twice due to Thomson's reoccurring leg injuries, well, guess what? The third time, thankfully, is indeed the charm for this much-anticipated rematch. Melendez has shown a much more aggressive side since dropping the title to Thomson. He stopped both Rodrigo Dam to become interim champ and then Mitsuhiro Ishida to avenge his first career setback in very impressive fashion. And those two wins really give him that all-important momentum heading into this, the most important fight of his career.
Absolutely momentum indeed, Morrow. He felt that his heart and his diet weren't there, but I have never seen Gilbert Melendez so impassioned and so set on payback than I have tonight in his preparation for this fight. Definitely wants revenge, friendship or no friendship.
He really does have an intensity about him that I've never seen before in Gilbert. And his key to winning this match, I think, is getting that single leg takedown and fatiguing Thomson out. Last time Thomson ran around and basically worked him on the stand-up game. I think Gilbert needs to get a hold of this man, pull that single leg out, get him to the ground, and make him work.
Josh Thomson, the reigning Strikeforce lightweight champion, who believes his dominant performance in the first fight against Melendez was no fluke. Always one to speak his mind. He feels he's bigger, faster, stronger, and simply better than El Nino.
And now, making his return to the cage, here is the defending champion from San Jose, California, Josh the Pong Thomson.
Not to belabor the point, but obviously the story in this fight is just how healthy is Josh Thomson, having suffered a reoccurring injury to that left foot. And let's face it, in the first fight in June 2008 when he dominated Melendez, part of the success was based on those left kicks. How do you think mentally he is preparing to once again pull the trigger in that department?
Morrow, that's the key word, mental. Josh Thomson must approach this fight without a care in the world. That relaxed attitude will help him combat the mental cobwebs of cage rust and from the layoff and keep him relaxed in order to duplicate his title-winning snake-performing performance.
Well, I've broken my leg in fights before, and I know exactly what it feels, and I know what that hesitation is. When you try to kick again, it freaks you out because you don't know how strong your leg is. He needs that key. It's the inside leg kick. That's what's going to get him to win this fight again. That sets up everything else, the strikes, the kicks, the knees. Josh Thomson was brilliant with it last time. Inside leg kick is how he wins this match.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape as we get set for the Strikeforce lightweight title unification bout between champion Josh Thomson and interim kingpin Gilbert Melendez.
Well, there's nothing that steps out on this tail of the tape to me, but what I can see on my stats is there's 9 KOs held by Gilbert Melendez and only 4 from Josh Thomson. I think if this fight goes into the later rounds and Thomson can't kick, you're looking at a power punching boxing match and somebody's going down.
Don't forget, fight fans, for breaking news and live updates on everything Showtime Sports. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/SHO Sports. All right, we've waited a long time for this rematch. It's time now to make it official with the introductions. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
All right, fans, here we go as Strikeforce and Showtime present 5 5-minute rounds in a rematch for the Strikeforce Lightweight World Championship. Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, a well-versed fighter raised in the disciplines of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai with a record of 16 wins and 2 losses. Tonight, looking to regain his title, please welcome the former Strikeforce Lightweight World Champion, Gilbert El Niño Melendez. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner on my right with a background in Muay Thai and submission wrestling. His record stands at 16 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest. Tonight, making the first defense of his title, here is the Strikeforce Lightweight World Champion, introducing Josh the Punk Thomson. A referee in charge now to give instructions, Josh Rosenthal.
Gentlemen, Gilbert, Josh. All right, guys, repeat over your instructions. I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands all times. Defend yourselves all times. Touch gloves, go back. Let's do this.
Still the show.
Despite the signs, this crowd appears to be split in terms of who they are supporting. The champion from San Jose, Josh Thomson, and the interim kingpin from San Francisco, Gilbert Melendez.
Gil, you ready? Josh, you ready? Let's fight!
Set for 5 5-minute rounds to unify the Strikeforce lightweight title. Referee Josh Rosenthal. Thomson has won 8 straight, and we should mention that he is coming off the fastest win of his career, a TKO of Ash Bowman in just 1:14 seconds in September of last year. That was a non-title affair, which took place at the Playboy Mansion. So the last time he fought wasn't against Melendez, but this is the fight everyone's been waiting to see, and Melendez said he wasn't motivated, he wasn't focused. This time he is perfectly focused on the mission at hand to take back what he feels is his, the Strikeforce lightweight title.
Already I see a difference from the first fight in that Josh Thomson is not getting bull rushed by El Niño. El Niño's hanging back and waiting. And he's waiting with fast shots because he loaded up in his first fight.
And there's a left kick again, so already Thomson testing the waters. A quick exchange here in the first minute.
Well, that high kick that Thomson threw almost landed on the neck of Gilbert. He had his hand out for 1 second. He almost paid dearly for it.
Melendez shoots in, stuffed by the wrestler from Stanford, Josh Thomson.
That shot was perfect, but he's got to throw a jab or something lead. He's got to throw overhand, something to distract Thomson.
Exactly.
Can't just shoot straight in. It's too easy to see, and Thompson's far too good.
Melendez tripped up, and immediately on the attack is Josh Thomson. Looking for a guillotine with the arm in.
The man who won that exchange was Thomson, because when you grab a kick and take the guy down, it's better than his kick.
And of course, that comes from his Muay Thai background. There's the crisp punching of Josh Thomson. Uppercut connects. Left hand connects. Melendez, look at this exchange.
Thomson was really leaning into those punches, trying to get power on him.
Keep it clean, keep it clean.
And there was Thomson looking to introduce Melendez to the horse named Charlie. Nice elbow attempt by Melendez. The fireworks early in this title fight.
I don't think exchanging punches power for power with Gilbert Melendez is a good idea.
You don't think with Melendez it's a good idea?
No, I don't think Thomson has the power, though. He might be landing him now. I don't think he has the power.
Okay, well, wait and find out if that is the case. Expert analysis launching the jab is Melendez.
One thing Thomson is doing in those punch exchanges is taking a slight step to the side while he's punching.
Yep. Yeah, he's sliding in.
Midway through the round, there's a kick. Thomson, and again scores with a 1-2 combination.
I think Thomson got the better strike on that one.
Going for the single leg, defended well thus far. Will Melendez be able to run the pipe? Thomson again backs up and eats a right hand for his efforts. Great opening round here between Thomson and Melendez. We didn't expect anything less. And I'm wondering, guys, the energy and the aggression on the part of Thomson, do you think he's looking to finish early because of maybe some stamina concerns, knowing that he only recently started testing that left kick?
Well, I think more that he's hanging back a lot, too, and picking his shots. I don't think it's nonstop aggression. I think he's pacing himself.
But everything that he's throwing is with power. And, I mean, frankly, you're right, though. He is definitely doing a good job thus far. And Melendez, right now, there's a kick by Melendez.
True landable power punches come from the speed you deliver them with.
Melendez, again, jousting with that jab.
Good jab by Melendez.
Not following up, though.
Not following up. He needs to get in and then change levels. Either go high, go low, shoot, takedown. That's where his key is going to come in.
Leg kick delivered by Thomson. Final minute of what has been a scintillating opening round of this Strikeforce lightweight title unification bout. An early Christmas present from Strikeforce here on Showtime.
Gilbert Melendez trains with Nick Diaz on occasion. One difference between their two fighting styles.
And now Melendez jacks the jaw of Thomson with a couple of right uppercuts.
Is that Melendez doesn't do what Nick does. Nick just throws and throws and throws until he lands something.
A lot of technique on display here. And you can tell these two know each other very well.
They know their style. You can see the flow. They know it. Thomson had a really good body kick there. Made Gilbert back up a little bit. Think twice about standing there.
Thomson 16 of 31 in total landed strikes in this round. Melendez 15 of 61. And they are going to finish the first round with a flurry. Thomson and Melendez.
Thomson definitely got the better of him on that exchange.
And right now we'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our viewers watching on the American Forces Network. We definitely salute our brave men and women in service to their country all over the world.
What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? This is why you don't kick and leave it out there. He landed a leg kick, but paid for it when Thomson picked it up. And good move to jump on him and take the top position. And this is where I thought he shouldn't go, and that was Rock'em Sock'em Robots. But Josh did land the better shots in this exchange. But man, they're just going for it. And Thomson leaning into every punch, driving Gilbert backwards. Melendez started to feel it, though. And here's a counter straight right hand to that kick. Thompson's got money, and he came back with a right and paid him for it. But those are the shots. Those are the shots. This exchange right here, Gilbert lands a great leg kick. Josh squared up a little bit and took some shots, but came right back with power.
Tell me. Let's fight.
Thomson landed 54% of his strikes in the opening round. Melendez, 24%. I ask you once again, legend, how did you score the opening round?
I got to give that one to Josh Thomson. And you're right, Mo. He's landing the better strikes in this exchange. And Steven, he's moving his head off as he strikes. He's sliding in and counterpunching at the same time.
He's standing right in the pocket, slipping and punching at the same time.
Oh, Melendez catches him with a counter right that dropped Thomson, but immediately bouncing back to his feet is the Granite Chin champion.
Well, Melendez paid him back for that other kick.
He really did.
Perfectly countered right hand by El Nino. And again, working with the jab. Thomson slipped there. Back up along the fence. Elbows from Melendez. And Thomson looking down at the canvas saying, wait a minute, I have my hands full with Melendez.
Well, he's got some water in the corner. I looked up and saw it. He slipped all over some water.
Man, Thomson just unleashing here. Melendez staying in the pocket, staying very tight and crisp.
It's that straight right that's going to...
Oh, another right hand, and this time, Thomson. And obviously not intentional. The crowd showing their displeasure, but that was in the heat of the moment.
It's okay, it's okay. I know it wasn't intentional, all right? So I'm not going to take him away. Just make sure to try to keep him clean, all right?
Referee Josh Rosenthal telling Melendez Thomson has up to 5 minutes to recover since it was a low blow. And you heard the referee, Josh Rosenthal, told Melendez that, here we go.
Here's the exchange. And anything could happen inside of here, but oh, that was a good knee right low. They were pivoting as it happened, exposed his groin right to that knee. That one hurt.
It's too bad because it was real technical. Gilbert was starting to turn the tide.
Referee told Melendez that he knew it was unintentional, warned him, did not take away the point. Minute and a half gone here in the second stanza.
Thomson's got to get back to those kicks like he did right there if he's going to keep this game going.
Melendez responds in kind with an inside low kick. Throwing wildly was Thomson. Smart. Circles away from the fence immediately. Now Melendez backing up. There's a body kick delivered by Thomson. And another kick to the body with the other leg.
Melendez has been successful with single shots, but he's not been able to put together combinations yet. And that's a speed factor. Josh has just got the speed advantage in those exchanges.
There's that single leg, not even close.
And again, stuffed.
Thomson very fast hits, just scrambling his way out.
Yeah, there's no cage rust whatsoever from Josh Thomson.
I don't see any, right?
This is it's a much more competitive fight. And in this round, Melendez, 11 of 35 in the striking department. Thomson, 10 of 34. So very, very even round here. Melendez 0 for 1 in this round, and the takedown attempts 0 for 3 in the fight.
It's almost a dead heat with 2 minutes in.
And there, now he catches the kick. Has Thomson in trouble. Swarms him.
Payback time.
Sticking in those right hands, and now Thomson pinning Melendez along the fence. Looks for the single. Looking for the high crotch. Lets it go. Now Melendez nicely done with the knee. Circles away from the cage.
Way
Wins
to
that
pivot
exchange.
out. Way to pivot out and counter strike. That's how you make your opponent pay.
In their first meeting in June of 2008, Thomson won every round on all 3 judges' scorecards with 1:29 left in the second round. I would venture to guess that Melendez is ahead in this round.
I think he's winning this one.
Yes, he is. He's landed hard shots, accurate shots, done way more damage.
Almost cut down Thomson with that right kick to the lead leg. And again, busy with the jab as Melendez. Would be nice to see him follow it up, though. He's plying it out there, flashing it out. Oh, a body shot ripped by Thomson. Nice combination delivered by the punk.
I think Melendez was hurt on that one.
And now they continue to... Wow, what a fight! They are swinging. Come on, Thomson is rocked.
Thomson got rocked.
Melendez going to school on Thomson in the open guard. What a slugfest. This is the fight.
He's made his recovery. He's all right now.
Caution went to the wind, and Josh Thomson went down.
30 seconds remaining. Thomson now working the rubber guard. Taking a page out of Eddie Bravo's playbook.
I don't know about this position for Josh Thomson. It's a great way to trap somebody, but you need immense flexibility. Then you're kind of locked there.
On the side of the head. And referee Rosenthal admonishing him. No elbow strikes to the head here in Strikeforce of a grounded opponent. Referee right on the ball. And what a round!
elbow again, all right?
He's either throw head kicks or throw big head kicks. He's going to come out desperate.
What are you going to do for me?
Big fireworks and what I thought was a really dangerous game for Thomson, and it turned out that it was. He kind of squared up on this, and when he was squared up swinging, that's when he started getting hit, and it was just a quick shot to the chin right there, pop, and another quick uppercut. It really stoned him. Thomson doing a good job of getting to his back and tying it up, but that game of exchanging power is not, here it is again, not what I think Thomson should be. He's swinging for the fences, and as he swings, watch his feet, he starts squaring up. That squared up stance takes away his power. With no power, that shot, pulp, puts you right down. This pickup, look at that uppercut. Wow, how did he survive those blows? Great recovery, great round, dangerous, dangerous exchange.
All right, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, let's fight.
Round 3 underway. Melendez far superior in the striking department in the second round. Thomson more economical and perhaps more efficient, but the major blows were landed by Melendez. One area that he continues to be stymied in is the takedown department. 0 for 4 in the second round, 0 for 7 now in the fight.
Well, he might as well stick to a striking game because he is winning that match. As far as I'm concerned, those power leg kicks and those power strikes are doing massive damage to Thomson.
And Stephen, that's something we did not see in their first meeting from Melendez.
No, because Melendez admitted that he was loading up too much, but now he's staying relaxed.
Beautiful punch-kick combination.
His strikes are faster as a result of his relaxation. Thomson got a little bit greedy and stood in the pocket and tried to knock out Gilbert, but then he got dropped.
Two of the top 155-pound fighters in the world looking to unify the Strikeforce Lightweight Championship. Both of them seem very fresh still, considering the amount of work they have already put in through 2 rounds here in the opening minute now of round number 3.
There was one thing that happened after Thomson got dropped and got guard. He looked off to the side and smiled at his corner, so I knew he wasn't that hurt.
Some histrionics there from Thomson, maybe stealing a page from Kung Lee, who we're going to see in the main event. I know they work together. Spinning back kick. There's the nice follow-up, the jab, and then working the body.
And it's like we suspected. We haven't seen an abundance of left roundhouse kicks from Josh Thomson.
He tempted some early, but you're right. Hasn't gone to that well very often.
I like what Gilbert's doing and taking away that front leg of Melendez. I like that jab, jab, kick, and then when Thomson comes back, he sets down and tries to counterpunch him with the right hand.
Thomson lands the overhand right. The jab countered nicely by Melendez. 2 minutes now gone in round 3.
There were a couple times in the second round where Thomson actually rocked Gilbert a little bit, but the power puncher here is definitely Melendez.
Nice body shot by Melendez. He's starting to loosen up that jab, though. And even though he's hanging it low by his waist, he's lifting it high, and he's turning angles with it. Setting up that power strike, setting up those leg kicks.
The jab followed by the leg kick. Scoring now regularly for El Nino Melendez, 12 of 33 thus far in round 3. Thomson just 6 for 11 in the striking department.
I think even beyond the numbers is the power by which Melendez is landing his shots. Those are like double points of the numbers.
Inside leg kick by Melendez. Flashes the left hand. Looks like he was going to drop a level. Was tagged there by Thomson. 2 minutes now remaining in round 3. Pace beginning to slow a bit, but again, it's been a fantastic fight thus far. There's Melendez again with the left, followed by the right kick.
And hit him with a long upper jab to set up a kick. That was a beautiful technique.
One thing that's missing in this fight that we saw in abundance in the first fight was all the takedowns from Thomson.
Yes, he outscored outscored Melendez 6-0 in the takedown department in their opening meeting. Thus far tonight, it's 0 for 7 for El Nino. Thomson is yet to attempt a single takedown.
I think a lot of that happened in the last fight because Melendez was rushing into it, was running over the top. He was exposing himself to a takedown position in his urgency to try to knock him out, his urgency to put those power punches in.
And Josh timed the duck under and got the takedown time after time.
Right hand misses by Melendez, still continues to irritate Thomson with that jab. There's the push kick. First time tonight we saw the push kick by Thomson regularly in their first meeting. Now goes for the first takedown attempt. Nice sprawl by Melendez in the final minute. Thomson looking to win this battle here. Has him pinned up along the fence. Good balance being displayed by Melendez.
Great single leg attack and defense. Melendez stopped him by pushing his head down. Once his head was down, Thomson was in trouble and lost that hold.
Knee scored by Thomson at the end of that exchange. Again, the left jab executed by Melendez, who's really finding a rhythm here with that left hand.
And Thompson's jab is almost non-existent now. He's gone more to a kick and an overhand right and really using that jab.
We are going to be heading to the championship rounds here at the HP Pavilion in San Jose. Coming up next in the main event, it's the homecoming, the return of Kung Lee, the former Strikeforce middleweight champion, wants to prove that he may have been gone for a while, but he still has the style to be a success in Strikeforce.
So here's what happens when you stay when you stay with your feet together and you stand straight up. That long jack lifted him up. That leg kick swept him out from underneath him. Josh should not back up like that. He needs to stop and pick it out. I think he's getting a little tired. He's getting caught in that game with those big kicks.
Here we are at the Shark Tank, the birthplace of a Strikeforce, which has enjoyed a banner year, looking to put an exclamation point on the year 2009. And as we are headed into the penultimate round of this title unification fight, Josh the Punk Thomson wants to defend that title that he won in impressive fashion over Gilbert Melendez. But Melendez has definitely done his homework. And I would say, after 3 rounds of action, he is ahead on the scorecards, 2 rounds to 1.
Yes, I pick him.
I agree with that, Morrow. The 3rd round slowed down a bit, but Gilbert landed the more precise shots and stuffed the takedown, too.
Thomson's getting busy with that front kick again. This is where we thought he should be working.
Using that lead kick. But nice combination put together, and that's been the story for Melendez, mixing the punches and kicks so effortlessly. There's a crescent kick.
But that right cheap kick, the push kick, is just not even in this fight, and that was one thing that was stopping Gilbert in his tracks in the first fight.
And Melendez stuffs another takedown, immediately back to their feet. Going for it again, though, this time securing it is Thomson.
He got his legs together. He pinned someone's legs together. They're going to lose all their stance.
Melendez very busy, delivering back fist back up to his feet. Knee to the breadbasket by Thomson. Melendez doing the right thing again, and here we go again with that quick exchange.
Here's the problem in those shootouts when they're both hooking like that. Melendez gets it every time.
He gets it, and he gets it because he's skinny. He's not square. Thomson's squaring up in all those exchanges. He's losing all of his power. He's faster, but he doesn't have the power that Melendez has.
Melendez tees off again with the right hand.
It's like Melendez is trying to suck Thomson in the same way Thomson did to Melendez in the first fight.
Melendez blocked that kick from Thomson.
Watch those heads, guys. Watch that head coming in.
Thomson almost ate that kick on that one. Knee to the head.
Again with the left hand, followed up by the right kick to the lead leg of Thomson. There's the jab. Catches Thomson.
They have reversed roles angles. Now Melendez is the counterpuncher and landing effectively with combinations, which we didn't see earlier.
And he is also the aggressor.
And Thomson shooting a single leg. Josh has got to get back to that jab. You can't rely on that inside kick. Can't rely on head movement to get inside. He's going to be the aggressor. He needs a long stick to poke him with.
Frank, you talked about layoffs and how they zap the energy of a fighter later in the fight. I think we might be seeing that with Thomson.
I think you're right. And more than energy, it's just confidence that you can do it because you haven't done it for so long. You start getting hurt and fatigued, and you're like, maybe I can't.
Briefly enjoyed another mini shootout between these two athletes who know each other very, very well. Melendez told us that after the first fight, he says he now has to hate his opponent. He had to learn to hate Thomson, while Thomson says, hey, I've got no beef with Melendez. I think he's a great fighter. And they are putting on a great fight here tonight.
That's a hard thing.
The kick, looking to chop down Thomson. Nice escape, north-south position. Thomson back up on his feet.
That's a hard thing to learn, to hate someone. I think you either got that or you don't. You can't take classes in hate.
I understand what he's saying, though, because it's really hard to muster that type of emotion to go in and have that type of battle when there's someone you care about or you have a friendship with. It's much easier to hate him.
Front kick again by Thomson. Now again, a mini exchange here. Melendez staying in the pocket. Thomson parried that jab. Thomson's corner imploring him to get his combos on. Final minute now of the penultimate round of this Strikeforce lightweight title unification bout. Melendez, Thomson, who will emerge unified champion. Body shot nicely done by Thomson.
But that was one shot.
And then he eats a combination to the chin by Melendez with an uppercut of his own. Boy, both of these guys can take shots. Both of them possess stout beards.
But the onus right now, I think, is on Thomson because I think he's trailing in this fight.
Knee catches Thomson. Thomson's knee attempt blocked. Body kick by Thomson.
Watch the hands, guys. Watch the hands.
And there may have been a poke in the eye. Inadvertent. And we've seen this before in mixed martial arts, Frank, with the open gloves.
You know it happens.
It's part of the game.
It happens. You reach your hand out to block, you reach your hand out to parry, your fingers are bent. What happens?
Let's go, let's go. You can see we got to do this. Let's go.
Hopefully not.
It's too bad. It was an insult to injury situation because he was losing the round as well.
You can see?
Great job by referee Josh Rosenthal. Ask him if you can see the fight's got to continue right now.
Yeah, there it is. Thumb right in the eye. And just totally intentional. He's looking for the range. He's trying to stick his hand up right in the range. Down his eyeball.
We're headed to the fifth and final round of this title unification bout.
Defending kicks was the key to this game. Picking up the kick from Thomson and kicking out his face. This really hurts. Not only your knee, but your morale as you get thrown to the ground here and take a top position. Melendez, good job on stopping that wrestling position. The second look at it. It's a beautiful body kick, but Melendez still in position. Look, he's using his arm for range. Kicks his leg out from underneath him and gets right into fighting position. Oh, the thumb in the eye stopped our action here. And it was easy. Anybody can happen to anybody, but oh, look at it, right there.
Gentlemen, last round. Let's fight.
Fifth and final round to unify the Strikeforce lightweight title. Legend Frank Shamrock Does Thomson need a knockout or submission to win this fight and retain the title?
I think he does. I really think he does.
I think we got the beginning is a really, really interesting trilogy here, folks.
I'm really impressed how Melendez has been able to figure out the riddle of Josh Thomson, especially when last time he was shut down so severely.
We haven't seen that left roundhouse kick, and I'm wondering Thomson would never make an excuse if the injury has been a factor in this fight.
Just delivered a left inside leg kick to Melendez.
Thomson's trying to tighten up the range now. I think he knows he's behind. He's trying to tighten up the range.
Needs to be that sense of urgency on his part. Melendez sticking with the formula. There's a right hand.
It's a nice combination. He did a double leg, came up and kneed him.
Oh!
Good shots.
And another furious exchange between Thomson and Melendez. Thomson gets tagged again with the knee, the push kick on Melendez. Thomson along the fence, unloading. They're just wanting to empty their arsenal here tonight.
Thomson is certainly fighting like he needs a knockout.
He really is.
Melendez responds in kind. Thomson the wilder of the two.
Thomson trying to empty every bullet in his clip in these exchanges.
Melendez catching him, and he catches him with the left, backing up Thomson. The fans electric here at the HP Pavilion.
Melendez's mouth opened up on that one. It's the first time I've seen his mouth open in the whole fight. These two guys are exhausted.
The final 3 minutes of what has been a thrilling championship bout. Thomson beginning to fade a bit. There's an overhand right. Thomson's on his back. Melendez going in for the kill. And great job by Thomson to recover and control Melendez now.
Lots of fingers in the face.
Short hammer fist delivered by Melendez. Thomson doing a good job, though. Slowing him down, controlling his head, controlling the posture.
I know it's not an exciting tactic, but Gilbert honestly could ride this out in this position and win this fight.
I got a feeling he's going to either do that or try to put him away with punches right here.
Thomson almost giving up his back
Down,
now.
still down.
But Gilbert, like Thomson, Gilbert's intent on winning, but Thomson said he doesn't really care about winning. He only wants to give a great performance. And he has even in losing.
Nails Thomson again on the way up. Final 2 minutes. 1-2 combination. Thomson now coming in. Putting everything behind those punches. Not as much pop as at the beginning of the fight, but these two warriors putting it all on the line.
Thomson should go with the left uppercut in these exchanges. He hasn't even thrown that punch yet.
Or fake the body shot and come up with that left uppercut. He was landing that body shot earlier.
Thomson now turning around, fading. There's a left body kick and catches Melendez with the right hand. A minute, 30 seconds left.
Watch the
Melendez continues to work the jab. Referee Josh Rosenthal doing a superlative job in this fight tonight.
Thomson used to do a spinning back fist from hell. It got caught one time by Eve Edwards, but that would be something he would try and do. A Hail Mary shot.
Oh,
a massive knee.
Knee right to the body, and there's a trip takedown. Also buried there by Thomson.
Mount back.
And Thomson needing the miracle here.
He's almost got it. He's almost got position.
Final minute. Wow.
Wow.
Well, you can never question the heart of Josh Thomson.
You can never question the heart of either Thomson or Melendez. Regardless of the outcome of this fight, I want to see Chapter 3.
Yeah, I think round 11 is forthcoming in the future.
Final 30 seconds.
Thompson's face is just tortured.
Melendez also showing the badges of honor. Thomson now swinging wildly. Melendez doing the smart thing, circling away. Final 10 seconds. Strikeforce lightweight title unification bout. This one ends the way it began. Awesome show of sportsmanship. Josh Thomson embracing Gilbert Melendez's father. It is another one of those nights where, regardless of the outcome, Frank, this is what mixed martial arts is all about. Melendez celebrating with his girlfriend.
But Melendez never stopped trying to close the show. He never stopped trying to win. That leg kick there was telling at how much punishment Josh Thomson was taking. That right hand put him on his butt. And Melendez, I thought he might have been able to finish him here. Thomson was really wilting fast. Good punches and strikes from the top position here. Melendez was really in control at this point. Really, a counter right hand to the kick was working for him all night. This is where he really cemented, I think, his victory in this fight. Thomson, although he had brief moments after, he was just morally beaten, physically beaten, and he was never able to really come back. Thomson tried to tough it out on how he took this knee and still stood and got the takedown. It was phenomenal. Josh Thomson showed tremendous heart even in the last 20 seconds trying to finish his fight, getting on top, looking for submissions, looking for a choke. I thought he had his back. I thought we had a miracle moment here. And Melendez, too strong, too tough, and too good of a wrestler to be caught up in this game. He scrambled out, popped up, and back to his strength.
You know, the sequel is never better than the original, they say, but I would venture to guess that this one was very, very good. All right, let's make it official. The two warriors have embraced. It's time to find out who is the Unified Strikeforce lightweight champion. Here's Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I read our score totals, we've all seen an outstanding championship bout. No matter who the winner is, they both deserve a round of applause. Gilbert Melendez and Josh Thomson. Well, fans, after 5 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Cecil People scores the bout 49-47. Nelson Doc Hamilton and Steve Morrow both score the bout 49-46. All three in favor of the winner. And once again, the Strikeforce lightweight world champion, Gilbert and Nino Melendez.
Let's take a look at the CompuStrike totals. Frank, an unbelievable performance by Melendez.
Well, Melendez just threw an amazing amount of punches. I mean, look at this. He threw 467 punches. That's amazing to me. He was very busy. He was very active. This was a brilliant performance by Gilbert Melendez.
I'm back with Gilbert, who is champion once again. Now, how big is the feeling of redemption, Gilbert?
Feels great. I mean, I just wanted to perform better than I did last time, but Josh, hands down, is the toughest guy I've ever fought, the toughest matchup for me, maybe the toughest match I'll ever have. It feels great, though, right now. I just have a great team behind me. I got Thomson on my stand-up coach. I got Cesar Gracie. I got the Diaz boys. I got my dad as my manager. I got Jake Shields. I got my girl. I got everybody out here in the scrap pack. I'm so lucky, man. I'm so lucky. And thank you, fans. Thank you, fans, tonight. I love you, Santa Ana, California, Frisco, Bay Area, baby.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, we're going to go to the former champion now. That's got to sting a little bit.
No, actually, to be honest, everyone said, hey, you think the layoff was going to be a problem, and I wanted to make sure this is 100% clear, that the reason why Gilbert beat me tonight, he was the better fighter tonight. He was the bigger man. And I wanted to make sure that was clear. I don't want people making excuses. I want to thank all my sponsors, Dethrone, Score Clinic, Full Tilt, EA Sports, everybody that supported me, everybody. Thanks.
Okay, but I got something to say. I mean, are we going to see round 11?
Hey, I got the win for it. But hey, whatever Strikeforce wants to do, but right now it's Gilbert's moment. He had a fucking wonderful fight tonight. I want to tip my hat off to him, his whole family, and also he's a new uncle. Everybody give him a hand. He's a new uncle.
Okay, so once again, let's hear it for Gilbert Melendez, the new champion, and also Josh Thomson. Thomson. And now let's go down to Jen Brown.